welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. We are here at the feature field as number 1 DOA gets ready to take on number 5, Raze the Stakes. Raze the Stakes able to walk away on the 4-5 matchup with a 12-8 victory in the Elite 8. And for those of you wondering the other score, with a final score of 8-2, Bad Intentions able to send Regifted home early in a major upset, some would say. So now your matchups in your semifinal games, DOA versus Raze the Stakes here, and you got No Smoke versus Bad Intentions on the other field. Winner will come over here for the championship against one of these two teams. Let's see what happens as that first pitch comes in for a strike. Head ref, Jay Will. Behind the plate, Nay over at 1. That one's for a 1 bounce. 1-1 count. That one's going to be a foul ball. 1-2 count. Thanks, everybody, for joining us at the TNS Vegas Strong Tournament. Behind the booth, the man that makes all the action take place. That bunt goes up third base, and Tamika is not going to be able to field that one, starting off with a single. The man that makes all the footage take place, the sounds that you hear, Myron behind the board, giving all those lovely feature films, feature field stuff to you folks at home. And of course myself, your host with the most, the voice that makes you moist, Adam Hustler, coming at you all day long on our feature field as that one's in there for a strike. 1 on, no outs here. That one bounces just once, 1-1. A solid bunt down the third base line. It's going to roll, and it's just going to cut foul. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now on your count. As we get reset to do it again. 1 ball, 2 strikes here. Let's see what we get. She bunts and fouls it off. That'll do it. Out number 1. We get ready for action here. That one's a bunt up the third baseline. Catcher's going to hold on to it. So 1 down, runners at first and second, and Raze the Stakes looking to score early, much like Hype did against DOA. But as we saw, Hype couldn't hang on to it. Give me that look. What kind of stare is that? Get your big old booty out my face. I'm telling them your business. As that ball gets fouled. Told you don't play with me like that, D. Said don't play with me like that. That was a solid bunt down the third base line. They're going to try to get the throw over there, and it is going to be in time for the out. So 2 down now, runners on first and second. As D, usually seen in a hazard uniform at co-ed tournaments, sets in here, trying to get these runs in. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. Top of the first inning. And a bouncy pitch. And D lays into one. And it's going to hit her right in the chest at the shortstop. And that's going to be 3 down. Your score 0-0 as we head in to the bottom of the first inning. Play that music. Red gets settled in here for DOA. Jay will backing up the sideline. Bottom one. 0-0 as that one cuts the corner on a strike against Red. 0-1. And a foul ball, so 0-2 on Red here. That one goes just wide. And a wide throw. Red's going to be safe down there at 1. Solid bunt on the third base line. And the bases are loaded for DOA here. Solid line drive. It's going to drop right behind second base. They're going to get the out at 2, and they're going to run the ball in. Runner's going to round 1, go to 2, hold the runner at 3, and they're going to get time on the check. So 1-0 here. DOA. 1-0 DOA. Runners at second and third. And that one's going to get pulled out of the air. So 2 on as Meek hits the plate. Likes to be referred to as Miss Legs. Also known as Don't Call Me Sir, damn it. She boots one. It's going to fall. It's going to careen off the hands. Oh, no. They bumped into each other. One's going to come across. Two's going to come across as Meek rounds third. She's going to take the chance. It's make it in the park. Oh, no, no, no. They're going to slow her down. She's going to backpedal over to third base. But the damage done. So that one goes back to the Charger. It's going to be a clean throw at 1, and that's going to do it. 3 outs, but the gates have been open. DOA, I believe, got 3 on there, waiting for confirmation. 3-0, top 2, confirmed. So here we go. Top 2, 3-0. Raise the stakes, trying to get something going here. Solid bunt. Meek gonna grab it, and it's gonna miss the throw. So safe there at 1. Taking the result of the play as there was encroachment. And another solid bunt down the third base line. Perfect laydown on the line. So no outs here. Runners at first and second. And Raze the Stakes looking to get something on the board of their own here. Down 3-0 here. Top 2. Bunt down the first base line. Thrown. And they're going to hold the runners. So 1 out, runners in scoring position. That one sneaks in there, strike 1. So 1-1 count. Runners on second and third. As that one hits the second bounce on the plate. So 2 balls. A lot of power coming up for Raze the Stakes. Let's see if they can get some runs on the board here. As that one goes wide for a ball. That's a walk. So bases loaded, 1 out. And 1 solid kick ought to get it done here to at least get 1 on the board. That one goes wide, ball 1. Of course, a walk brings in a run as well, so good time to not be overzealous. That one's just going to go just foul right behind the first base mark. So 1-1. And a good fly ball. It's going to be shallow, though. The wind's going to hang it up, and it's going to die right next to third base as she stares down the runner. So nobody advances. 2 outs. Must be now. So let's see if these ladies can get something done for Raze the Stakes. Chasing 3 right now. That one goes wide. Ball 1. Coach Keon from Balls Deep helping out DOA today. That's a strike 1-1. Helping them with the backstop, as well as barking orders to his team, making sure to keep this under control. As that one goes wide. 2 balls, 1 strike. Top 2, 3-0 here. Raze the Stakes trying to put something on the board. Runners in scoring position. Bases loaded, actually. And that one goes wide, and it's going to walk a run in. So as I mentioned, it doesn't always have to be pretty to get something on the board. A walk is a run. 3-1 now, your score. Still bases loaded. And Sheik coming to the plate. She boots 1 foul. Fair ball here. And the solid base hit would be all you need. That one pops back up to the Charger. She makes the catch, and that's 3 outs. Your score, 3-1, as we head to the bottom of the second inning. We'll be back in a minute with a little bit more action. As that one pops right back. And a quick out here to start the bottom of the second. Saw a comment come in saying 56 degrees in Vegas. Hope it doesn't drop too low for the ladies. Luckily, we're already in the semifinals, so we will be done with this tournament before the sun ever sets on the day. That one comes in for strike one. So luckily, not as bad as yesterday. Obviously, yesterday started off way early in the morning. As that one goes down the third base line, it's going to be a bobble. But they're not going to make the throw. Keeping the runner at one. So one down, one on here in the bottom of the second inning. As that one calls the corner, strike one. And a bunt up the middle. Going to get the throw at one. They're going to call safe, but the runners are going to hold up. Going to beat the throw out at first base just in the nick of time. So one on. So one on. Or two on, one out. As that one gets gone right field. So back to the pitcher. No, runner's not going to take off. Nobody grabbed the ball. Oh no, a costly mistake, and the runners advance. So instead of having runners at the corners, you got two outs and runners in scoring position. Definitely a slightly warmer day today. By warmer, I mean in the 50s instead of the 40s. But good enough to keep the action going. Not a lot of wind chill today. Only a minor wind blowing. As they're going to get the out at one and avoid the damage getting done. We'll head into the top of the third with no change in the scoreboard. As we have a clear, bright, sunny day here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Sorry about the background noise. Adjusting the sunglasses here so we can actually see the action. And I can call it from the booth. I couldn't even see the screens we got running in here. Want to give you guys the best that we can in play-by-play and the pitch. So not what she was trying to do, but a bunt down the first baseline. Goes foul, 0-1. DOA's catcher set up wide here, looking for that third base bunt. And it goes right into her hands. And Nay's going to say safe on that slide at one. Nay's going to say that she was absolutely safe. Oh, wait, and now a change of the call. And it is going to be out at one. So wrong hand gesture there. Throwing everybody off for a minute. Out at one. One down. And that one comes in for a strike. The Blackjack steps into the plate. That one goes down the third base line. Catcher's going to grab it quick and going to get that throw off in time. DOA, a lot of speed in this inside triangle. A lot of good arms. As you now have two outs. Raise the stakes, down 3-1. Let's see what we got here. A bunt. It's going to pop up back into the inside charger. She's going to grab it, throw it over to first base, and that is going to do it for the half inning. As we head in to the bottom of the third, your score still 3-1. DOA hanging on to that lead. Let's see if they can open up the gates a little bit. They were able to do it in the middle innings of the last game against Hype. Let's see if they do it again or if this game stays close as we kept getting into the later innings. And that one cuts the corner for strike. A ball off the knee, shooting it over to one, and that's going to be plucked out of the air. Out number one. Here in the bottom of the third. Raise the stakes, getting set once again. As she fouls that one off. 0-1 count. That one hits the corner, strike again. A shot ball, and that's going to do it, getting that out. 2 down. So defense definitely looking tight here. Let's see if they can keep up what they're doing. And that's a strike. Pitcher really honed in right now in that strike zone. The quick release. Bunt back to D. D going to make that one-arm throw and gun it. And they're going to call encroachment on the other Charger. So the batter comes back, and the count becomes 1-1. Another bunt, now to the outside Charger. And she's going to be safe. So the encroachment costing them the 3-up, 3-down inning here. So 2 outs, 1 on. And that's in there for a strike. And a deep fly ball going back. And it gets dropped. Runners are going to come around the bases. She's going to round third. She's going home. And Baum going to stop at 3 after a good relay back in after a missed opportunity to close out this inning. Coming back to bite him in the rear end. DOA puts another one on the board. 4-1. Runner now on third. So a simple base hit should be able to get it done here and put at least one more. Let's see if they can make it happen. As that one hits strike 2. Pitcher for raising the stakes, really getting it in there quickly. As that one goes foul, and that'll do it. 3 outs. Now it's a foul out. And your score stays 4-1 as they strand the runner over at third. And we head into the top of the 4th inning. 4-1, your score. As we're going to go silent for just a minute, catch our breath. So 4-1 now, top of 4. And we're back with the action. Just saw your comment, Jordan. Not entirely sure who was in the outfield that had it dropped. So I can't help you there. Sorry. So that one goes to Meek. Meek going to make the throw. So encroachment on the outside charger. So 2 balls, no strikes after the encroachment call. And a double base walk, Jay Will points out. So that encroachment, costly, would have been an out. Comes back, and just like in the bottom of the last inning, it's going to pay off. So Raze the Stakes now over at second base. Joined here in the booth by Extreme of TNS. And a foul ball, almost bunted up the first baseline. Caught the catcher totally off guard. Mo trying to get something going here. Mo, foul ball. 0-2 now. Runner at second. So I'm joined here in the booth by Renee, a.k.a. Extreme from TNS. How are we doing today, Renee?
I'm doing well. Thank you for joining us. You want food? I'm sorry.
And play over at 1. They're gonna say the out at home out there, but a run's gonna come across as they're gonna run on. And as you heard there, TNS taking care of their staff, getting them food. What do we got on food menu?
Man, tacos, quesadillas. You can have smoothies if you want. Powerball.
I don't know. It's a little cold out here for a smoothie.
Well, you know, you can have hot chocolate, coffee. I think tacos or quesadillas.
I think we're at the semifinals. I don't need coffee just yet.
What about what'd you have yesterday?
I had the tacos yesterday. Tacos were phenomenal here at the Las Vegas soccer indoor soccer. As that line drive is going to drop in there. So D with a great line drive, hustling for second, going to be a play as she hits the slide. And Nay calls her safe as D sits there, straightens out her leggings, tweaked her knee a little bit, wants to stretch it out before she jumps up. D's still down on the ground right now. So a timeout here in the action. Not able to go away from the film. Not a severe injury. I think it was just some turf burn as they're pouring some water on her leg. Nothing stings more than turf burn. Anybody who's slid and had that black plastic pebbles eat up your leg, it is not fun. It hurts. But she seems to be okay, so she's standing now. Just a little road rash. And of course, that run that had scored earlier, making this, I believe, 4-2. So D in scoring position, trying to get one more on the board at least. Solid bunt on the third base line. D's actually going to take off and get hung up between the base path, and they're going to miss her. But Meek standing right behind. D laughing, she almost got her ass busted, running from 2 to 3. She might have been able to make it, actually, if she hadn't stopped there. As we see a congregation here of Raze the Stakes trying to put something together. So runners on first and second right now. And Will's coming up with some power. Trying to put one into it. And that one's going to catch it for strike. 1-1 count. Runners at first and second. Expect to see some people running. And that one's a backdoor strike, so that one's going to go down as a ball. As that one goes wide for the walk. So now bases loaded. So after a little conference, bases loaded, I believe one out. And a pop fly ball, but it's not going to leave the infield. Oh my, it's a miscode. So it's going to get the out at 2. Runners are going to hit the corners. As Nate called time, so runners are going to stay at the corners, but one run is going to come across. So now a 4-3 game. Raising the stakes, trying to get it going. So 2 down here. Runners in scoring position. And a fly ball. It's going to hang up there a little bit. And it drops on the ground, so that's going to put another run in. Tie game now in the top of the 4th inning. 4-4. Raising stakes. Getting things together. Catching DOA sleeping. We saw Hype do the same thing last game early, and then DOA waking up. Let's see what happens here. As DOA's coaches telling them they need to communicate a little bit better. Can't have those easy drops out there. As that one's in there for a strike. So runners at first and second now. Still 2 down. And a long fly ball. It's going to go foul. Just foul, in fact, on the first base line. Two down. Runners at first and second. Here come the payoff pitch. And right over the pitcher's head, but it's going to drop. It's going to bobble between the two of them. And a play at the plate. And the lead is going to get taken by Raze the Stakes. And they're going to say that DOA missed second base on the force out. So runners at second and third, one across. Raze the Stakes now up 5-4 in the action, top of the 4th inning. And as you can hear in the background, Raze the Stakes getting hyped about this lead. And as we saw, a lot of panic on the sidelines as the wrong batter was stepping in, which would have been an automatic out. So substitution happening real quick. That one's a bunted off, just foul. They weren't expecting that. First base vacant right now, so no forced play behind these runners. They do not have to move. That one goes deep. 1-1 count. That's a booch kick right over. And they don't see her running. It's going to be a mishandle. Another one's going to come across. 2 score as she gets over to second. And now a lead opening up for Raze the Stakes here in the top of the 4th inning with 2 more coming across. I believe that makes it 7-4. As we see a lot of celebratory handshakes out there. As we see that one go just foul. And I'm joined here for the action with Yolanda of TNS. Welcome to the booth, Yolanda.
What's going on, people?
How you doing today? How you been?
Oh, I've been good, man. I've been good.
How have you enjoyed this tournament? You and Extreme have put on a great job here as we see a play, and they're going to get that out, and that's going to be 3 outs, but the damage done. We're going to stick right here, though, for some more conversation with TNS's Yolanda sitting here with us in the booth. Yolanda, I know, a lot of chatter in some of the group chats and everything, as well as the captain's chat. Obviously we know that there's been some mandates and, of course, the state of the world with COVID and whatnot. So obviously some struggles had to be overcome. How do you feel it turned out this weekend? We had 23 teams in co-ed yesterday. We got 11 lovely lady teams today. How you feeling?
Oh, man, I feel amazing, man. Amazing. Yesterday was such a blessing. Yesterday was such an amazing day. It turned out just like we planned. Here at TNS, we always offer the best customer service, the best feels, everything. We just want you guys to know we're here for you guys, man. Like, hey. Yeah. Hey, TNS, man. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
And, of course, Yolanda, I know you got another tournament coming up here down in the Southwest. Hopefully the weather a little less chilly or a little less wind chill than it's been this weekend. Why don't you tell us about that and how the folks at home can sign up or anybody watching the live stream?
Well, we got our Phoenix tournament coming next month, March the 20th and 21st, man. Y'all get registered. It's going to be another epic tournament in Phoenix. You can register at www.tnskickball.com. Hey, it's going to be another epic tournament.
So you heard it there. Another great tournament coming to you from TNS Kickball, happening over in March 20th and 21st, I believe she said. And you can register over at tnskickball.com. Happening over in Phoenix. I know there was recently a Phoenix tournament. I know we're all friends here, so we can talk about stuff. We don't have to be all hush-hush. For those of you that don't know at home, despite, and that one comes across for a strike, so despite me always having fun here with my TNS family, or as I call her, my little sis, and she calls me Big Bro, a lot of love and just showing the community love. As that ball is going to go back to the catcher, and they're going to get that out at 1, and cross-court throw. Meek going to pull in there, and a wide stretch from Miss Legs herself over at third base. So some action going down here. So back to what we were talking about, it's all kickball community love at the end of the day, and the proof is in the pudding. I myself actually work for the Waka Tournaments and Events staffing group, but as you can see, between Atlanta and this one, D throwing over to first base, that's going to be the out. So that's going to do 2 outs. They're going to let that run cross the board, though. So another one on the board for DOA. Still holding a lead, though, with Raising the Stakes. But as I was saying, a lot of cross-promotional love going on in the community right now. As this community grows, a lot of different demographics, there's always chatter from one side and the other, people, wanting to come together ultimately and play together. And kickball always been a great multi-denominational gap fill if you will. People of all different religions, sexuality, or sexual orientations, and different creeds. As that throw goes over, and that's a hell of a bang throw from D. D making a hell of a cannon throw, and that's going to be smooth enough to hit that third out.
And that's the type of excitement that we bring here at TNS. We bring that excitement, man. We bring all the excitement, the fun, the joy of kickball, and for a lot of people to enjoy. We bring the best competitive kickball, both female and co-ed. You can't get no better competition than TNS.
Absolutely. TNS coming out strong. So that one gets in there for a strike. So as we were talking about, all the cross-promotional love and everything, a lot of people notice, the last year or so, well, minus COVID, obviously, but the calendars don't overlap as much between organizations like WACA, TNS, and now, 365 Circuit coming back under new ownership, new and improved. As it's an out for out number one on a hell of a throw over to first base. A lot of organizations used to bump heads a couple years back, but a lot of behind-the-scenes chatter behind all of the leaders of these organizations, trying to build up just a strong community in general. Obviously, Yolanda and Extreme, pressing their brand, of course, and TNS, great kickball community, great tournaments, and great feel for everything that they got here. As a bunt right back to the pitcher gets thrown for out number two. But of course, making sure that, everybody has fun. Yolanda has promoted my tournaments over when I have to do stuff with Waka. I, of course, promote stuff with her. And, of course, you're hearing my voice, so obviously I got her back.
For sure.
So, it's one of those things where we're growing the family. We want to make sure everybody, loves and respects everybody. And, of course, we're all human beings. We all have our little moments with one another. But at the end of the day, love seeing everybody. I know Yolanda's got her amazing Phoenix tournament. It's going to be a great one. I know Waka just did one there last month. Weather was a little bit better than has been in Vegas this month. So, but March, perfect time of the year to have it over in Phoenix. Phoenix, a great town. And hopefully by then, a little bit less restrictions as more and more people are getting vaccinated and the numbers keep dwindling down a little bit as far as the infection rate. So we'll have a great turnout as we had 23 co-ed teams and 11 female teams here at the TNS Vegas Strong Tournament. That bunt gets laid out for the catcher. Catcher on a wide throw, gets pinned to her foot, look close, and Nay's going to say that was good enough to pull that one in. Coach Cabo walking over, he's just verifying, he's not looking like he's going to argue it. And he's saying, yeah, it was scooped up, so they're going to drop that argument. So that's going to end the half inning. So, of course, TNS coming up Phoenix in March. I know DC in April, I believe, is being worked on. We're going to do TNS DC. And, of course, a couple of back-to-back South Florida tournaments between me and Yolanda we got going on. We got Waka, South Florida on April 10th. We got DC April 24th, I believe it is, correct?
Correct.
All right, I'm remembering dates. And I'm shit with numbers.
Then we got Miami.
And then we got Miami in May. So two back-to-back months of kickball action in the real dirty South. Sorry, Atlanta folks, you got to deal with it. That real dirty South Florida. And some discrepancy here on the call. Not liking it. Keon arguing with the call. Asking if she saw the bobble. Jay Will holding it down tough. One of the best head referees in the game right now. That one's 2-0 now, count. Of course, 3 balls, 3 strikes count. Strikes and fouls on the same count, so 3 balls would be a double base walk, and that's a kick right back out. D going to pick that one up, and a fingertip catch and a great stretch. Going to get you the out at number 1. So as we were saying, a lot of action right now in the Southwest, as we had Phoenix last month, Vegas today, and yesterday, and of course Phoenix again next month. Heading back to the East Coast for DC, Fort Lauderdale, Miami.
Absolutely.
And a lot of love between these two organizations as we continue to have each other's back, bringing you guys all the best in kickball entertainment. And that's a hell of a catch. And she's just going to throw it to her anyway. And arguing for encroachment. And saying the kicker wasn't all the way back, so that's going to come back and get done again. A great pluck out of the air there. Gonna have to do it again, though. As this one dribbles back over to D. D, a hell of an arm, and that's gonna get there for the second out. 2 down here. Yolanda, what are we expecting in DC? I know, I know the Southeast, Atlanta, Florida, the Carolinas, been able to get a lot more action on the sports field going on. I know DC's been a little bit more lock and key, similar to Vegas, but you were able to overcome that problem this past weekend. How are we looking for DC? How's it starting to shape up?
It's starting to shape up pretty well. As we lock in the permits for the DC tournament, being that DC is just now getting reopened. I apologize for reopen. So we're just now locking in the permits for that. So DC is going to be a special one. I also want to just point out that we are implementing our All-Star Weekend for this year. Our All-Star Weekend is going to be amazing. And at the end of the year, we're also implementing the TNS All-American team, first and second All-American team as well. So we got a lot of great things in store for the TNS Nation and everyone that supports TNS, everyone that plays for TNS. So, hey, we are only up from here. We're excited about what we have to bring this year, and nothing but positive vibes coming out of TNS always, no matter what. It's always positive vibes, and we're going to go ahead and always push and make sure we try our best to make stuff happen before we shut it down.
And a slide in at first there and an out, and absolutely agree. TNS definitely nothing but positive vibes. You know, you guys have been around, what, about 2 years now?
2 years.
2
yes,
years?
Sir.
How did we get this started? You know, obviously a lot of people know there's a lot of different kickball organizations out there, some of them still coming up, but obviously you guys getting a lot of love, not just from, the community over in Atlanta and Georgia, typically referred to as the Goombay community, but also a lot of the traditional Waka and circuit players giving you guys love as well, branching, a big community together, a vast diversity, if you will, and holding that down. How did this all come together? How did TNS get started?
It got started. Actually, I won't really say how it got started, but Extreme actually, her and I actually decided to do a league, and we just put our heads together, and she came up with an amazing catching name of TNS, Throw No Shade. All credits goes to her, man. I mean, she's behind the scenes. I get more at the forefront because I'm on social media all the time. I talk to people all the time while, she does the gritty stuff behind the scenes. So all credit goes to her as well, man. This would not have ever happened without her. So with that being said, man, then we took a chance and just said, hey, we're gonna do this. We believed in ourselves when no one else did, and we took a chance and we marketed our own selves, and we just went out in this kickball world, and hey, we didn't expect anything our first year. We still have to prove ourselves. We're new. We're still going to get the flack. We still going to get people that the doubters, I will say, but that's okay. That's not a problem. We're here to create a great product. You know what I'm saying? We're here for the people to create a great product. So if you don't believe in TNS, hopefully one day you say, hey, let's give these ladies a chance. And if you don't, that's fine too. But hey, we're still going to push forward through the good, through the bad, and make stuff happen to our best of our ability.
Absolutely, absolutely. So there you have it, folks. It started off trying to run leagues and then jumping into the tournament sector. And as we know, a lot of good things come from that. Everybody knows Waka's been around about 22 years now, and that just started as a bunch of local leagues, and then, of course, Founders Cup getting formed. And right after Founders Cup in October, of course, your TNS Tournament of Champions over in Texas this year, I believe Dallas, right?
Yes.
And what weekend is that?
That's going to be November, the end of October.
So last weekend in October, You got the TNS Tournament of Champions over in Dallas. You got an All-Star Weekend, I believe, in July, if I remember the schedule correctly.
Yes.
So a lot of good things, and that's going to be over in Atlanta.
Yes.
Or as I always catch flack for it, calling it, because I don't give a damn, hot Atlanta. Because during the summer, it's fucking hot, yo. Ain't nobody playing there.
Absolutely.
So no surprise here. Oh, and they're going to make a quick decision, going to get the out at one. Quick cross-court throw, and they're going to get her for the double play out. Hell of a throw, a great stretch as she slides in, but Red gonna get called out. Coach Keon not happy about it, but a hell of a play.
That was a great play.
So what do we have open for registration right now? I know we have Phoenix open, so that's up and running. Everybody can jump in there. Make sure that you go ahead and start signing up for the Phoenix tournament. That is going to be lit. My buddy Myron, who's been holding it down with me all weekend in the booth, is going to be here. We might have some more beats for you from my new hip-hop album. Probably not, because we don't give a damn. You're going to hear that same song over and over again and like it, as that's the third out. And Raze the Stakes looking just sharp, and DOA coming out flat. This has gotten interesting here on this field. That's ball game. We're just told time has expired, so that'll be the ball game. Your final score, 7-5. 7-5, your final score here. Raising the Stakes over DOA. So DOA, your runner-up last year in the National Women's Tournament in Atlanta, falling here in the semifinals. No Smoke, playing against Bad Intentions on the other field. One of them will be moving over here for our championship game. No Smoke, of course, your national defending champions. Let's see if these ladies who have come across the country can hold it down and try to put another championship on their mantle. We're going to keep the live feed going for just a minute here as we're chit-chatting with half of the ownership team of TNS. Want to keep you guys engaged, so we'll lower the beat, keep a little field action going. Yolanda, I know you got some dates going. Why don't you give the folks at home the map out here, or at least let us know what's open for registration so they can jump on it right now and get an early start. I know you guys do, the early bird registration and whatnot. Save a couple bucks, spend it on some beers while you meet your friends.
Absolutely, absolutely. Right now we have early registration for DC and Miami. And, of course, we have regular registration for Phoenix. Phoenix is now open. So, hey, y'all come on and register for the next 3 tournaments. Boston will be open in April. Tampa will be open in April as well. And our All-Star Weekend will be July 23rd and 24th in ATL. More information to follow on that. It's going to be epic. I promise y'all do not want to miss that. Our All-Star Weekend. Followed by that, we have our August 21st and 22nd, New Orleans, September the 11th and 12th in LA, and then our national championship will be October the 23rd and 24th in Dallas, Texas. In 2021, in the off season, we've been working. We've been working real hard to bring the people something different. We want to create a different atmosphere. Throughout the year, you guys will see a lot of upgrades and a lot of new things with TNS to bring a better product to the community. So we love y'all. Thank you for all the support for TNS.
So there you go. You hear directly from Yolanda, co-owner of TNS, giving you guys love, thanking you guys for the support. And we'll be back in just a little bit with a live feed for your championship game. Raise the Stakes, waiting for the team to move over. And I do see a team moving this way. Not sure who has won. And it looks like it's Bad Intentions making their way over here. Not sure if they're checking out the championship. No Smoke still in their huddle on the sideline. So Bad Intentions might be coming to check it out. Or they might have upset the defending national champions. We'll find out in just a few minutes here on your Feature Field. We'll be back.